So it is officially post-Christmas right now, and I am jumping back into NMVR. Sorry, my voice is a little bit all over the place.
Curse you, He-Man!
Give us one good reason we shouldn't vanquish you to another dimension.
Hear me out. Switching to Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance.
I do like to save money.
Suckers!
Geico.
There we go. We're good, guys. Anyways, let me jump back in here. Get my bearings. Okay. There we go. Music is a little louder than I'd like. Turn that down, and hopefully there are no copyright issues with all that sometimes. That's better. That's better. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So, I have, well, that was nice to kind of come through this way. There we go. Okay, we're back. Menus, ready to go. So this is actually based on a scene from a book I've been working on for ages. And it's in the spirit of taking something old and making something new. So, in fact, I'll show you where I was with it. By the way, I had an earlier video from earlier today where I finished off my kitty on a car animation. That is not a euphemism for anything else. It literally is a kitty on a car. I might show you a bit of that if I manage to stay awake. So yeah, there we go. Let me just... I don't know if you can see that. I can't see that on my rig, but hopefully you can see that on the screen. So that is what you're seeing here are side by side the 2D version of this I did about 3-4 years ago. I even animated it a little bit in After Effects, but it was all done in Photoshop and, you know, after a good amount of sketching. So this tree is actually supposed to resemble a very specific animal, spirit animal. I won't go into it too much, but this was my initial Sculpt and Medium, my other favorite program. And this was just me playing with lighting, emissive lighting especially, for the sort of strange 2001 monolithic sphere in the middle. Again, building this sort of Stargatey portal. Primitive portal. And honestly, I don't know if I'm trying to continue my story per se, or take it in a whole new direction. But this is the fun of experiencing. This is another side by side of a page from the book early on, and side views. Really don't like the way these eyes came out, but this was really just to prepare it for the next stage, which I may or may not be able to share on this specific stream quite yet, but I am actually jumping into Unity as much as I humanly can. And honestly, I don't know how far I'll get into Unity, but it's like anything else in VR. I've just been actively becoming a human sponge of sorts, and you know, having the discipline of learning something new week after week, or even day by day, is it's been really great for me. Ooh, oh, that showed that was an interesting little blip there. Yeah, that was just to show you that I am roughly placing this boy alongside this whole sequence. And in Unity, I've actually set up a sequence very similar to this. And essentially what I'm trying to do is marry both NMVR and Unity. So NMVR has put out this Unity toolkit, which is really, really a cool way to import your stages into Unity, into a Unity timeline, into the game engine itself. I have not yet tested it, so this is going to be my foray into it. But tonight I'm just going to actually probably do some sort of like energy animation, kind of try to stay away from something too particle because it is a particle animation or a particle system, but have a little fun with that, and then maybe on the next video I'll bring it into Unity for you to see, assuming that it works. Because, and I say assuming that it works because I'm trying to actually combine it with Octane Render. So in the last few weeks, Octane is normally known as a standalone or companion product to Cinema 4D. God, I feel like I'm really going into the technical reads here, but it's kind of important to know because these things are all breakthroughs that are happening very, very fast within the industry, and you know, I'm just trying to keep up at this point. You know, while I'm talking and blathering about, I'm just gonna actually start painting, so that way, you know, you have something to actually watch, for God's sakes. So let's do this. Let's make a bunch of frames for it. Let's make 12 frames for now. I'm not sure what color I want for the, you know, while we're up here, I'm going to load up the other file for you to see, so that way you get a sense of where I'm coming from. So I'm going to turn on Unity, have that kind of going on in the background, not for too long, but I don't have that much RAM on this system. That's something I need to do for post-Christmas. Into the inception. Okay, hold up. Alright, Unity. There we go. So you can kind of see what's happening there. There is so I have to actually load up Octane. And what I found, and you know, somebody who's more professional in this product than me, which is pretty much everyone at this point who uses Unity. I'm just literally wrapping my head around it, you know, this past week. I mean, everything about Unity for that matter. So there we go, we got Octane set up here. Next thing I need to do is pick my PB render target. So while we're waiting for that, I'll go back to the program. And so you can kind of see in this window that's going to come up in about a minute or two. I'll go back to my project. There we go. You'll get what I mean when you see it. It is Octane Render is a beautiful, and by the way, a free way to sort of explore rendering objects with real life. I say real life luminosity, ambient occlusion, just, you know, essentially what I did too is I took sort of this God Rays forest sample scene they have, and I'm trying to reverse engineer it in a way and use it so that way I can present a scene to you guys. This specific scene, in fact. Let me make sure I'm all set up here. So it's fun, right? I can get as high, big as that, like real life size. Those voxels start showing at a certain point though. So when you bring in something directly from Medium, I mean, it does matter what format, things like that, because I brought it in as an object file, and so it stripped all the textures off of it. Normally it would have textures. You can't do a little bit of ambient occlusion with that. Not that it matters too much. Actually, I'll take it off. Let's have this start going a bit. So basically, I'm going to use this as a way to, you know, I probably should map out what I really want here before I really start. Do I want it to come around? That's a little much. I almost want tendrils to be coming off of it. And maybe tracing parts of the tree. You're honestly seeing me brainstorm this as we speak. What can it come from the center of the tree, up and over? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. We can try that. And you know, like a lot of excellent rendering software out there, I don't have a lot of, as I said, I don't have a lot of RAM on my, ooh, that wasn't good. Kind of chugged there a little bit, case in point. It takes a lot longer for my system to render as a result. That's not good. Oh, you know why? Because I have the other thing going on the other side. Ooh, this is spazzing out. Hold up. There we go. So on the bottom there, you can kind of see what's happening. Ooh, the system is really not okay. And I have a timeline set up. It's hard to see, but let me make sure that the light. Wow, this is really bad. I may have to stop this altogether. You get a sense of what I'm going for. So I am going to see if I can marry what's happening here, rendering-wise, with what's happening over in Unity. Theoretically, that could very well work. Oh, that's because it's on one of the highest rendering options. Let's just go with that. Okay, so you can see that's a little simpler. But it's a very, very simple camera move. 5 seconds at most, starting from dawn to dusk, essentially. And I just want to see if I can spiffen that up a little bit. Okay, so that is that. It's actually kind of a struggle even to, yeah, let's not save that. Please close. Okay, so we're back in Anima VR. Yeah, running better. Phew, close call. All right, this Christmas music is a little somber. I'm just a little worried about using music. Oh, of course, I have to. You know, Oculus Dash has been great, by the way, but obviously with full screen programs like NMVR, I actually have to come back out in the desktop and play with it there. It's my daily mix. I better not risk that. What's this Navidad? You know what? We'll stick with this for now. I do not want to quit this app. What are you talking about? There we go. Good. All right, we're back in. Let's get this up. Let's get our theatrical view up. Yeah, I know there's no camera. Let's do that, actually. Let's set up a camera. Yeah, that's good. No, I said no. It's cool side. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay. My hope is that I can still play with this once I'm in yeah, once I can play with this once I'm back in. I'm just testing this actually. It's actually not necessarily the movement I want. It's a weird little glitchy thing happening there at the end. I wonder if it's a length issue. Anim brush longer. So we get a longer string there. Let's make that lucky number 28. Or not. Okay, there we go. Maybe I could even stay with white for now. I think that would look best. Because I'm hoping I can add some post-processing to, and by the way, I can still color it after the fact. It's kind of a frame-by-frame issue. Or not. You know what? Let's just go with white for now. And see how that looks. So I'm going to trace around. Go around. Actually, you know what? It should happen a lot faster. I only have 5 seconds in that scene. So this may take a few tries, but let's just go with it. Not bad. Maybe for dimensionality's sake, we have it come around. I don't know if that is too much, to be honest. Obviously gets into sort of a very ghostly, haunted tree look as well, so I have to be a little careful with how much I push this. Yeah, I don't know if I want it wrapping around. Also, it pulls attention away from the circle, so I wonder... Well, you know what? Here's what we can do. Let's add another color in here. Something to match the glare. I need something to sort of... So in the Unity version of it, it's a emissive white lighted sphere. Like it's... So the name of the book is Cradle of the Sun and also Cradle of the Moon, so it's a 2-part story. So in a way it could be cradling something moon-like. Maybe it's more of a blue. Kind of a baby blue. And I'll use the thunder. The thunder! Yeah, as a guardian. Is that one out? Yeah, that actually might work better. I'm lowering. So honestly, I'm using this more as a guide than anything else. Let's vary up the colors a little bit. Let's go back to white. Yeah, it's going to be a model, and the nice thing, from what I understand, we can do the this new toolkit is to actually allow me to update it in Anim VR, and when I save it out, it'll update automatically on the other side, which is awesome. That's very well, what happened there? That was interesting. And my hope, my wish is that it'll work alongside Octane without too much issue. I don't know if that's too much, guys. For some reason, I'm kind of getting wisps of like Akira or something like that in terms of that, you know, when the bomb goes off in the middle of the city. Something a little bit more, a little bit of warmth. That seemed too brown. So that's the opacity I'm playing with a little bit. Yeah, I just want to feel for it to feel organic enough, and so here's where we can play a little bit more with color on opacity. Let's see how this works here. like this. There we go. Give it a slight color treatment. It's too much. Well, I just realized that this is Disney playing right now. Sure to be. So if I get snuffed out by the audio, which you wouldn't know if I was or not, please understand it's Disney Incorporated has taken control of the feed. But I'm hoping because it's piano music. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. Well, I kind of like that. I don't know, and like it's a very it's kind of trippy. I like that. Okay. Enough of me tripping balls to the let's save this. Oh boy, what do we call this? Well, not the best name in the world. It's fun to do little camera moves for like the second that I have to be able to do it. So right now, as it's saving as a stage, theoretically I should be able to just bring that stage into Unity, and I may try that just to see if it works right now. Which means I have to get out of this program and get into the other one, as you saw how troublesome that was for the CPU. Oh, please save. Oh, man. Both of those sculpts weren't very small. Oh, God, thank you. All right, you know what? I may even take out the boy, because that honestly doesn't even need to be there right now. I really just need the reference of the tree sculpt. So let's save that one more time. Christmas. Well, take this advantage of this break to hope everyone had a nice Christmas and Hanukkah, or whatever it is you celebrate. Anyways, here we go. Back into the fray. Enough awkward transitions, and hold up. I'm gonna have to quit out of this, and let's try Unity for a little bit, shall we? You know what? Better yet, let's take a fun little break. I mean, I'm not really beholden to. Let's take a fun little break. I'm gonna show you a program I came across. Hopefully, it works for us. Kismet, and it's a tarot card VR app, which a VR game. I don't even know if I want to call it a game. It's just really I don't think people really know this particular experience, but I just loved the style of it. Whether or not you believe in astrology is a whole other thing. It's just a fun diversion, but yeah, and also I think it's based on real time. You'll see what I'm saying. It's based on. I do. I'm in the circle. Yep. There we are. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, these looks like if I have controllers, these looks like, oh, my English is fading super quick at night. Oh, this was working earlier. That sucks. You know what? I'll field test this later, but might be because it's trying to open with an Oculus versus Steam. Anyways, I tried. That did not work. Okay, I'm going to transition back to the desktop and open up Unity right now. Not sure if you can hear me as well without the goggles on, but I'm going to get out of here. Out of Unity. Checking on the old YouTube page. Are we indeed live streaming? I think we are. Start up Unity. Okay. Aha, hello. Oh, Octane again. Up right into the first frame there. Load Octane. Oh, you know what? As I'm doing this, I'm gonna see if I can bring in. Oh man. Oh, there we go. I'm just being impatient. It's going. It's going. You know what? Let's get out of this altogether. There we go. This poor machine. This poor machine. Let me actually take the rig off. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. It's almost surreal being out of VR. Almost the other way around these days. Okay, here we go. Is this still going? Hold up. Hello? Interesting. Anyways, we don't need those thinking volume. Alright, we're going to go PB our render target. We are going to see whether or not I can literally just bring this puppy in. So, yeah, let me see if I can bring it up from VR properly. You really are seeing me do this for the first time, by the way, so let's just hope this all works. I should just go to the stages, obviously. It's weird. Particle heaven is what I called it, right? Yeah. Will this literally come right in? I don't want it to be in materials, though. Let's actually name something. Stages. Because I think I've actually imported it already. Where are my game objects? There's my game assets. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's in there yet. I may need to re-import it if it's not already in here. It's got particle. So I did try particle systems yesterday. Particle, yeah, it's not in there. Let's do this the right way. Okay. Boom. Haha, there you are. Oh, they are in my project. That's weird. I wonder why I can't see it. You know what? Let's just pull in the stage. I don't know why I'm having such weird anxiety around getting in here, but let's just see how it works. I really want this to work. I'm already seeing some really stellar work of how people are integrating both together, but I haven't seen anybody do it with an Octane render yet. Let's see here. Can I add an animation track? So I'm going to apologize again because I am all new to this. You know what, I'm going to grab my mouse here. Oh, I don't even know if you guys can hear me. There's a thing over. Okay. You should be able to hear me. Okay. Let's see if this works. It has a separate camera too. So part of me is wondering whether or not. Oh, that was interesting. Why is that there? Wait, yeah, there's nothing in that. So you can see there's little keyframes and all set up. Whoa, what is that? That must be. Is that the main camera? That's the main camera. Where are you? Is really the question. Huh. Uniqueness violation. Just actually do not guarantee that so screen and properly relate to these targets. I'm looking at this console reading at the bottom here. I don't know what that means exactly, but it sounds like it's a linking issue specifically. But I'm not so concerned about the forest staying there. I just need it to be, as you can see, I'm just trying to see where it even is in the plane of existence. Interesting. Let's open it up. That's something I need to see happen. Oh, this actually just goes right back to the, oh god, I don't need to actually open it up. Crappers. You know what? Let's not bore everyone with my troubleshooting. I'm going to stop streaming for now and wish you all a good night or a good morning wherever you are in the world. Take care, everyone. And hopefully I'll be back with something more exciting. Alright, good night.